Okay, in this video, I am going to talk about my big aha after passing the 100-day mark and my total transformation. And stay tuned to see my pictures of my total transformation and then my pictures from 8 years ago. And I have even gone beyond what I've done in the past. So I'm so excited. All right, we're going to talk about this week that went by. We're going to talk about going past the 100-day mark, and I'm going to share with you some big things that kind of came out of our chat today. So, if we haven't met each other or you're just getting on here, I am Dr. Mary Starr, the Total Wellness Doc, and my journey through health and wellness has been I grew up as a kid who was always constantly sick. I was always the biggest girl in the class, weighing 100 pounds when I was 9 years old. My daughter, who is 8.5 now, weighs maybe 55 pounds. She's strong, she's healthy, she's amazing. And it's a lot different, right? So it's how we're raised, what our parents know, or don't know, all of that. So get so that my glasses aren't um in the thing. What do you think of my new glasses here? So anyway, if you haven't liked this video, go ahead. If you haven't subscribed, we talk about health, we talk about chiropractic, we talk about essential oils, something that I've studied for over 21 years, 22 years, going on 22 years. So we love all that healthy stuff, but knowing and using healthy food stuff doesn't necessarily always make us healthy. So quickly, I want to talk about this week. So we passed the 100-day mark, and I am a perimenopausal woman, and I am going through some changes. And so one of the things was that I needed to start using some readers, and I also am going through some changes where it's been 45 days and I haven't got my period, but I'm going through some of the emotional stuffs that we go through. So not having some good sleep caused for some impatience, and then it rolled over into the environment, my homeschool, all of that. And I was a witch probably for 2 days out of this week. Now, exercise really helped me, getting my workout in, using some of my essential oils like Dragon Thyme and Endoflex and Mister really helped to kind of balance things out for me. And that was great. But in our coaching today, where I came in first place, that's right, first place. One, because I have talked to you, I think last week about the carb cycling. I think that has really been beneficial. I also, the last couple of days, have done more of like an intermittent fasting. So I've been eating in an 8-hour window, which is helpful. And then I've been doing some sweats with my biomat as well, just to kind of release some toxins and some extra water weight. So this week there's season 1, right? And then now we're in season 2. So we are in, I believe it's 3 weeks in, and I came in first place last week. I came in first place this week. I've lost a total of 6.4 pounds in this new section, which we call the lifestyle phase, 4.2%. I was down to 145.7, which is just incredible and awesome and amazing. And I don't think I've ever been there before. So now I'm going to show you a picture of my daughter's 8 years old. So over 9 years ago, I committed to do the Chalene Extreme program. It's called Chalene Extreme, I believe. And I would get up in the morning and I would do my workout, and I wasn't doing sugar, but I wasn't really like eating on any plan or had much accountability. But I remember that I didn't have sugar, for those periods. I started in February, and you see my pictures here, through May. And I felt so amazing. I felt strong. I felt so good. And then in June, I did a Daniel fast, and got pregnant, or in May that time. This was shortly before I got pregnant with my daughter. So anyway, healthy body, healthy baby. So, but I haven't been there since. And probably prior to that picture, I hadn't been there until way before my son. So maybe 2006, I got down to a size 8. 2006 was about a size 8. So, okay, so I'm so excited because I've gone past that, right? You can see there, what was I, 154 there? And now I am 145.7. So I'm excited and I feel great. And then here's my pictures for this week. So you see those pictures now, you can see these pictures and my transformation. All right, but back to what we need to talk about for so the question that Carmen asked us, she said, what do you think your Achilles heel? Like if you had to analyze what you're doing and what, like at this stage, right? At this stage, what is your Achilles heel? What is it that, you're a consultant, you come in and you're looking at yourself, but it's not you, right? I'm just analyzing. So the first things that I came up with is, well, Mary Starr, she is not getting good regular sleep. It's, here and there. And then she's a menopausal woman. So she's got to deal with the emotions, and emotions can, cause cravings and irritability, and she's over capacity, and that's kind of based on the week I had. So this is what I initially would have said. But then I was like the last person to go. So everyone was like sharing some of the things. So one thing that came up, of course, when we don't get quality sleep, of course, and this is just common, right? We have metabolic grogginess, which means our metabolism slows down. But that root of that is a root of boundaries, right? It's a root of not having boundaries and self-control yourself, maybe not having boundaries with people around you, which is in my case. You're not protecting your time, time management, all of those things. But then the other thing that I found myself is that Carmen said too, is that we control our emotions, right? We control us, no one else. I'm in control of me. I control my emotions. So when I am not in control, I'm being dishonorable, at which I was to my kids this week, disrespectful, just like kids when they, disobeying. So, we're told to do these workouts, these 30-minute workouts every day. And what's my attitude with that? How am I doing my best? Am I doing this with excellence? So if I come back to the roots of this, and this is not a knock against my parents or anything, it's just the way I was raised. I wasn't raised with boundaries really at all. And I was a good kid, so I didn't need them. But of course, when you I didn't have chores, I was working at a young age. I was babysitting and then working, but I didn't have to keep my room clean. I didn't have to fix my bed. I never did the dishes. My mom did everything, right? My mom did everything. And I realized that it really crippled me as an adult in young adulthood and then on. And there were seasons where I found more of that, because in chiropractic school, you have to study, you have to, and because I didn't have, now this is even, I'm going to go deep here processing this, because I didn't have boundaries with my time. And then the example I had is can do everything. I went into chiropractic school from being like an American Red Cross, kind of high up health and safety person. I took a position in a different Red Cross, being the health and safety person. And crazy, I was in chiropractic school at the same time. Like, you don't do that. You do, little things, but I took that and I think I had a work study job. Like, it was it was a lot, and I didn't have boundaries, so I ended up failing my 3rd trimester, which cost over, I think, 10 to 14,000, probably $15,000 with all of that. So failing because I had put myself over capacity, during finals weeks, I decided I was gonna do go to this weddings, and I was going to go to this fair, like this concert fair. Like, I didn't put boundaries on what myself and what I could do. So a person who lives over capacity a lot of times will be overweight, right? Will have, addictions with wine or food or whatever because they're trying to deal with everything that's on their plate. So that was a powerful thing to look at. Okay, well, where's the root of that? And yeah, I was never honoring. Um, I didn't, I could work hard, but I didn't necessarily learn to work with excellence. I never learned to set my boundaries with other people and or myself. So, how about you? Do you do everything for everyone? Maybe because the example you've seen. Are you doing too many things? Are you empowering? Have you taken things on your plate that you don't? And I'm going to just share one more thing. So, one of my last coachings that I had with my mentor, Danny Johnson, before she retired, she said, Mary, you need to simplify. Well, she didn't say we came to that conclusion. And part of that was looking at all these different areas of my life and seeing what was I doing that I didn't need to be. Like, for example, I felt it was my responsibility to cook for my husband and make sure that because when he gets angry, it affects all of us, right? But I was empowering him not to step up, to be accountable, to and that wasn't my job. Like, his job is to feed himself. And like, some of you may disagree, well, the wife should be cooking and stuff like that. And that may be the case, but I took on the job of homeschooling as a teacher, right? What's the difference between me and another teacher outside? Could we share the responsibility of cooking? If he was working outside the home, wouldn't he have responsibility for feeding himself, right? Or packing his lunch or things like that. And it goes a lot of different ways. Like, I have homeschooling girlfriends where their hubbies do all the grocery shopping, and some whose hubbies do all the cooking and stuff like that. So it's setting those boundaries and expectations and looking at where I'm at. Like, as I get stronger and healthier, I am absolutely able to do more, right? But anyway, back to that coaching. So I went like, what am I doing for my kids? Oh yeah, my kids are old enough to make their own breakfast, or one can cook for the other. And, that's going to take some more training in terms of all the piece of cooking, but breakfast and lunch, by the end of this year, done. Mom's done. Here's the things that you can do. You are very capable, very, very capable. Yeah. So, all the areas. What am I doing? Even in my free time, like the research I do and the bunny rabbit holes I go down and all of those things. But anyway, I'm making this too long. I hope you like this. Let me know, what are your Achilles heels when it comes to your health and wellness? What are your areas that if you dig down deep, what are some of those roots? I'd love for you to share those with me. All right. Have a great day, and please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.